My name is Tom Carson. I'm the president and CEO of Axion Health in Westminster, Colorado. Axion Health is a software vendor. We produce a web-based application that large employers and small employers use to manage programs in support of employee health, employee safety, employee wellness, and engagement with the company, as well as comply with regulatory rules. Our industry is doing very well in Colorado for a number of reasons. First of all, the economy here is fairly robust, so people are hiring. There's competition for employees, and the more that companies can do to support employee well-being at a healthy workplace, that provides a competitive advantage, which we support. Another aspect of having our business in the state of Colorado is the incredible support for healthy living and healthy companies that the state has supported. And I think Governor Hickenlooper has been a big part of driving that forward as part of the Colorado brand. And we feel very fortunate to be here. We embrace that approach, and we see it making a difference not only in our own company, but in those of all of our customers as well. For Axion Health, collaboration is a big issue because we're a small company, but we're growing and have achieved fairly national prominence. But nevertheless, there's a lot that we can do if we work with other people as opposed to trying to do everything ourselves. So for example, we have partners who provide components of our application that aren't totally core to the application, but they're important supplements. We also work with partners for our sales and distribution effort, and that expands our reach in a way that we couldn't by ourselves. Axion Health was started 10 years ago by a leading occupational medicine doctor in the field, and one of the reasons he started the company was to provide tools to employee health clinicians to help them do their jobs in support of employee well-being. Years later, when we began to focus on the overall goal of employee well-being as opposed to just employee safety or employee health, we decided to start kind of walking the walk ourselves. And last summer, we created an intra-company competition, if you will, with steps per week sort of measurements. Last summer, we invested in pedometers and Fitbits for all the employees and divided into teams, and it became very competitive. And people surprised me, the sorts of folks who were out all of a sudden when I'd look up from my office and see groups off taking walks for lunch, taking walks for breaks, even having meetings, walking around. And I remember thinking to myself, oh boy, that's the end of work. But in fact, we became much more productive as a company. And so the reality is that this notion of employee well-being and looking after all of the components of wellness it works. And we ourselves are hard evidence of that. Axion Health is a small company, but we're very focused on the mission of providing tools in support of employee well-being. As a result, we found that we care about several traits. Well, obviously, we want people who can do the job that we're trying to hire them for. But we find that people are a lot happier in our environment if they also embrace that mission of employee well-being. So we tend to have a lot of folks who are sensitive to and embrace the notions of personal health and healthy living habits. And people who want to be part of a company that has an opportunity to actually change the way our customers and our peers think of themselves in the world. Axion Health is emerging as a nationally recognized leader in a breakaway market of employee well-being. And to appreciate where this comes from, companies historically solved issues around employee health and employee safety and employee wellness through siloed efforts within their companies. Axion Health is the first company to come out and actually produce an integrated suite of products that tie together all the components of employee well-being. So this is employee safety, employee health, medical surveillance, regulatory compliance, wellness, and employee engagement into one unified system. And by doing this, employers have an opportunity to manage through a uniform process all the aspects of employee wellness and employee well-being. Employers have an opportunity to manage all the aspects of employee wellness and well-being through a single set of applications that tie the operating groups, but also create unified data sets so that they can make better informed decisions about programs in support of employee well-being.